Okay, so I'm back, and I've seen quite a lot of movies since my last review, which was, I think, Silver Linings Playbook. I saw Warm Bodies, give it an 8 out of 10. Um, Pretty funny zombie movie. It's nothing like Twilight, like some people were saying. It's just pretty good movie, 8 out of 10. Two movies I thought were going to be terrible. Escape from Planet Earth. I didn't have any interest. I just saw it anyway. I thought it was going to be bad, but it was good. 8 out of 10. And it actually surprised me a lot. Like, it was actually funny and stuff. I don't know. I liked it. Beautiful Creature surprised me too. 8 out of 10. I thought that was going to be bad. Wasn't. Die Hard 5, which everyone is saying is bad. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's not great. It has its flaws, but, it's just a fun action movie. I've only seen one other Die Hard, the first one, which I enjoyed. I didn't really grow up on Die Hard, but if I did, maybe I'd hate it. I don't know, 7 out of 10. And I saw Hansel and Gretel. I give that a 6 out of 10. It's alright. Now, I saw a terrible movie about the Sunday the 10th. I watched it, so it was a while ago. It was like a week and a half ago. Identity Thief. I was actually kind of looking forward to this film. The trailer looked funny. Critics were bashing it, but you know what? They like to bash those dumb comedies, and some of those comedies that they bashed, I ended up loving, so I just saw it anyway. I was incredibly disappointed with this movie. This lady, McCarthy, I think her last name is. I thought she was going to be funny in this movie. She was funny in the preview, but in the movie, she's so. I knew she was going to be unlikable, but she's unlikable in a bad way, in an annoying way. There's something towards the end of the movie that just puts the icing on the cake, which makes this horrible. Like even a lower score than I give it. And I'll get to that in a little bit. You know the plot. Jason Bateman is looking to arrest her because she stole his identity and they have the same name. And for proof, so he won't go to jail, because she does something in the beginning of the movie. I won't spoil it, and she didn't go to court for it. So Jason Bateman gets framed, and in order to prove he's innocent, he has to go out and find her and take her back to the police. That's basically the plot. And what makes this movie so bad, first of all, it's not that funny. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen all of the funny parts. If you want to see, you've seen all of the important and good things in the trailer. The trailer is good, alright? That's where the best stuff is. The movie, not so much. Everything is just kind of dull. It's not, I don't know, it's just, what makes it even worse is the ending. It tries to be all emotional, and you're supposed to feel bad for this lady. And it's just so, why should I feel bad for her? Just because people say things behind her back and stuff. Why should I feel bad for this lady? She stole this guy's identity. She almost got him arrested, even though he didn't do anything. It was her. And she was going to run off and be happy about it. And she got this guy fired from his job, even though, like, she didn't know at first, but she found out and still didn't care. She almost didn't even go with the guy, and she tried to get away, and yet I'm supposed to feel bad for her after everything she did the entire movie? No, you don't do that. I'm not going to feel bad for her. And it tries so hard to be emotional. She's like crying and stuff, and the camera gets more toward her face, and I think there was sad music in the background. It's so stupid. That made the movie as bad as it already was. No one in this movie is likable. Jason Bateman, he does an alright. He's he does an alright job. He's Jason Bateman, as always. And it takes this really generic route. Like, I knew this film was going to be generic, but I thought it was going to be generic in a passable way. No, this is generic in a bad way. Like, a way a movie should not go type of way. I just didn't like it. And she's unlikable, but not even in the funny way I thought it was going to be. This film is atrocious. It's probably the worst movie of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being one of the worst movies of the year by the end of the year. There's so much things wrong with this movie. And the guy who made it made Horrible Bosses, which is a great, really funny comedy. I can't believe the guy who made Horrible Bosses made this horrible movie. Horrible Bosses is not horrible. This movie is. The lady, I know she was in Bridesmaids. I haven't seen Bridesmaids, but I heard she's hilarious in it. So maybe I'd like her in this. This movie I didn't like her in. In that upcoming movie, The Heat, looks okay, but I doubt it will be any good. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. Maybe. But I might just wait for it when it comes out on DVD or TV. I don't know. Don't see this movie in theaters. See something else. I don't know. Just go see some. In my opinion, my recommendation, don't see it. Don't bother with it. It's just not worth your time, in my opinion. It's probably gonna be on TV, on like TBS or something in 2 years, so just wait for that or something if you really want to see it. I'm giving this a 3 out of 10, and I'm being generous. See you later.